Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Arap Ruto, who is the President of the Republic of Kenya, is a very shrewd politician. William Ruto has already cleared his path for 2022 general election by dimming the star of Musalia Mudavadi. In this video, I want to explain to you guys how William Ruto has cleverly locked out Musalia Mudavadi out of the 2027 political equation. Before we do that, in case you are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button now, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Now, let us get back to the main issue. But before we do that, please, I'm making this particular request. Give this video thumbs up, and for those who can, drop your comments. And that's how you can support the channel. Of course, you know, there are people who always support the channel in a small way through coffee. I'm leaving my M-Pesa number down there so that you can send me coffee. It's long. It's been long. Okay. Now, let us get back to the main issue. When William Samoei Arap Ruto named his cabinet yesterday, it was clear that he considered several factors. One of the factors he considered was the regional balance. Number two, he considered gender, because he had committed to appoint 50% of women to his cabinet. William Ruto also considered loyalty. In fact, if there's one area where William Ruto got it right, is loyalty. He rewarded those people who have been loyal to him. People like Mithika Linturi, Aisha Jumwa, despite the fact that they have active cases in court, were considered for appointment. And William Ruto also considered in his appointment the post-2022 politics, which is the 2027 general election. And that is where we are coming in. If you've been following the politics of this country, there is a general consensus that if Raila Odinga were to be given a choice between Kalonzo Musyoka and Mudavadi, he would definitely go for Musalia Mudavadi. It's also considered that in the 2027 general election, in case Raila Odinga will not be on the ballot, then he's likely to support Musalia Mudavadi. No, he's likely to support Kalonzo Musyoka, because Musalia Mudavadi right now is with William Samoei Arap Ruto. So William Ruto will automatically be on the ballot in 2027 by virtue of being the president. He will be defending his seat. And who are likely to be his opponent? Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is likely to be William Ruto's opponent. I'm also projecting that in case Raila will not support Kalonzo, there's a chance that someone will emerge within ODM party, either Joho or Paranya or someone else. But Musalia Mudavadi would also have been on the ballot in 2027. And William Ruto has now dealt with him. I can guarantee you, and I can bet on this, Musalia Mudavadi is not going to be on the ballot in 2027. And if he will be on the ballot, then his star is dim. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because William Ruto laid an elaborate strategy for Musalia Mudavadi, and Musalia Mudavadi fell for that strategy. The first strategy which Ruto is using on Mudavadi is that he has appointed him as the chief or the prime cabinet secretary, which means he's going to be a public officer once that amendment to the constitution is passed in parliament. Musalia Mudavadi is going to be the coordinator of, of government. That would mean that he will have to resign as the chairperson or as the party leader of ANC party. Now, I want you to look at it from this perspective, that ANC party is there and someone else, like let's say Lunanu, the vice chair, is now the new leader of ANC. Musalia Mudavadi is not the leader. Do you think ANC party is going to survive for 5 years? For me, that is one of the strategies which William Ruto has used to finish Musalia Mudavadi. For Kenya, Moses Wetangula will definitely also resign as the party leader of Ford Kenya. So which means someone else will be the party leader. That would mean Moses Wetangula will not be able to recover Ford Kenya in 5 years from now. Someone like Maendeleo Chapchap will automatically not be a party, leader. And in most cases, cabinet secretaries will always serve until the next regime takes over, which means Mudavadi, Weta will automatically disappear with the exit of the parliament. Weta, Mudavadi, Mutua, who else? Even Moses Kuria's Chama cha Kazi, they will serve as government officers until last minute. So which means they will not even have that opportunity to build their parties. So that alone would mean that Mudavadi will be out of 2027 equation. Number two, by appointing Musalia Mudavadi as the prime cabinet secretary, it simply means that should anything go wrong in Kenya Kwanza, Mudavadi will carry that burden. Just remember how Raila Odinga carried the Jubilee burden, the Jubilee failures, which were heaped on Raila Odinga, despite the fact that Jubilee was Uhuru and Ruto government. They worked very closely in first term. In the second term, they fell out. Raila carried all that burden. For Kenya Kwanza, in case they are going to fail, which I'm not hoping for, then definitely Musalia Mudavadi will not be able to run away from the blames. And of course, it's normally easier to fight a government as an opposition leader, just like William Ruto successfully staged a fight against Jubilee Party as an outsider. Otherwise, if he was an insider, it would have been very difficult for him to even start selling the hustler narrative while actively being supported by Uhuru Kenyatta. So I'm seeing a situation where, in case Jubilee is going to, in case Kenya Kwanza is going to succeed, the government of Ruto is going to succeed, Ruto is going to take all the credits. That's given. But in case there's going to be some failures, Musalia Mudavadi, as the coordinator of government, will carry all those burdens. So William Ruto will not have to carry that burden alone. Number three, I also tend to think that William Ruto has strategically checkmated Musalia Mudavadi with Rigathi Gachagua. And that's why yesterday, when he was unveiling his cabinet, Rigathi Gachagua was to his right, Musalia Mudavadi was to his left. For me, that's checkmating. So which means if Musalia Mudavadi will be doing certain things which does not please the president, then Rigathi Gachagua will now be made to rise. Just like Musalia Mudavadi will also be used to checkmate Rigathi Gachagua. And number four is Raila Odinga factor. William Ruto understood or understands one fact, that Raila Odinga has support. Of course, Raila Odinga got 6.9 million votes. That's huge. And William Ruto understands that politics is all about interests. Certain things are constant, some are not constant. And he understands that majority of Raila Odinga supporters, if Mudavadi and Kalonzo were paired to compete for Raila Odinga supporters, or Raila Odinga were given free chance to choose, Raila Odinga would definitely choose Musalia Mudavadi. So what Ruto has done is that he has taken away Musalia Mudavadi from Raila Odinga. Which means today, if you put Musalia Mudavadi here and Kalonzo Musyoka, and you tell any Raila Odinga supporter to make a choice, they'll definitely go for Kalonzo Musyoka. And I want to pose this question. If you know, you are on this channel and you know you supported Raila Odinga and you can still support his choice, between Mudavadi and Kalonzo Musyoka, who would you choose? Who would you vote for? Just say Kalonzo or say Mudavadi. Majority of Raila Odinga supporters would definitely now go for Kalonzo Musyoka. And that's what William Ruto wanted. He wanted a situation where Raila Odinga supporters will now go with Kalonzo so that he can also come and compete. And lastly is Moses Wetangula factor. Who is the third in command? Constitutionally, the Speaker of the National Assembly is the third in command. Politically, and that's what William Ruto is trying to tell everybody, politically, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, who is now Musalia Mudavadi. So it means the way William Ruto is going to relate with Moses Wetangula, the way he's going to relate with Musalia Mudavadi, will determine the political future of Musalia Mudavadi. Let's say, for example, that they fall out, because a fallout is something which you can't rule out in politics. Assuming they fall out any time, and Ruto decides now to elevate Weta, because Weta has already tested power. He now has that big car, the Benz, the black Benz, and that chase car, another black Benz, and a flag whenever he's leaving his house. You know, he cannot just let that go. And he's the third in command. So which means Ruto can decide, because according to the agreement they signed, is that Ruto was to give Musalia Mudavadi certain roles. If he will say that's not going to happen, what will happen? Fallout between the two guys. So as long as Mudavadi and Wetangula are with Ruto, Wetangula will be a factor. And Ruto will use Wetangula to continue dimming the lights of Musalia Mudavadi. I don't know what you think. That's my take. And again, for those watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys, and it's my hope and prayer that everything is okay. And by the way, there's a gentleman who was prayed with around 36 36 in Nairobi. The brother, they went, picked the brother. Actually, when he was prayed, he was with the fiancé. They took away the fiancé, who came back untouched. They went to look for the brother. I don't know whether the brother has been found. And it all happened during the day. Where is the country headed to? And also, you remember the bandits and the 10 people who are shot at. So guys, let's hope that this country is going to rise up. At least now we have a cabinet secretary for Interior, Professor Kithure Kindiki. We want to be safe. We want Kenyans to feel safe wherever they are. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.